Hightower. I'm a physician that works for WHO. I have actually three specific jobs, and one is for African Partnerships for Patient Safety, where I'm over the African region as far as a manager for that program with African hospitals that are partnered with hospitals in Europe, like Switzerland, England, France, and the United States. Hopefully in the very near future with Brazil as well. My other jobs consist of doing patient safety within the inter-country support team, which is over 20 countries in East and Southern Africa. And then I work as a patient safety officer, giving consultations to countries as they need it. If I were to specifically say with the partnerships, which I think is the best approach to improving patient safety, and I say that because there's a saying in South Africa, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And because we want people to be able to do sustainable work for a long time, partnerships is the perfect answer in that these are partnerships where institutions have agreed to support one another. And it may seem funny that I say support one another when you're having a hospital in Europe partner with a hospital in Africa, sub-Saharan Africa mostly. But it has really turned out to be something that is a mutual benefit, both for experience and for getting to know other cultures, having horizons really broad, actually having the experience, but actually taking professional materials back with them to be used in Europe, having had exposure to that in Africa while they were working, and finding that there were pretty elegant tools that they could also employ where they are, and also looking for innovations that might help in their work. So being able to mutually benefit each other and develop personal relationships, although these are relationships between institutions, but the personal relationships that develop where you'll have the confidence to call somebody in the middle of the night, very far away, and be able to ask a question because you're in difficulty, you don't know the answer or don't know where the sources are, that you had talked about something before, where can I locate that information to help a colleague or to help a patient. That kind of relationship is really empowering. And to know that, well, you guys did this for nothing. How did you do that in Africa? Gives power to have hope to be able to do things that you might have thought were kind of impossible or would have been too difficult to attempt. So I think that the partnerships actually is a sharing of expertise, is a sharing of commitment, is a sharing of professionalism that really allows development and the ability to go far. I think some of the problems that we have faced has been based on cultural centeredness, where some things just weren't understood because of a lack of exposure previously and not really understanding and really taking something personally that was not meant personally, but it is seen to be that way. So there's some sensitivities that have developed. But we've seen people push through that because of the confidence they have. I don't think they would do that on purpose. I know them. I don't think they would. And then questioning, getting an answer, getting an explanation, and then saying, oh, okay, I didn't know that's what you meant. Sorry, I misunderstood you. Let's go on. And that actually reaffirming the relationship and allowing the bilateral benefit to continue. The other thing would have been not being prepared or having a different concept of what should happen. We agree on something, and English is not always English. We agree on something, we think we understand, we separate, we come back with two different activities, and we're wondering, were you listening? And both were listening, but so getting a really good understanding is maybe something that's really simple, but it has caused so many problems that I really recommend that even if you have to beat it down to, well, what does this word mean to you, that it's very important that the understanding be there so that there is not any wasted energy, any wasted feelings, no problems that can develop because of a lack of understanding. So those are the two things that I've seen. And the other thing would be for people taking it personally. I've put my time into this, and so there should be not maybe the professional benefit, but I should get some credit for this because of what I put. People volunteer their time, they take off vacation time, they put in their effort and sometimes their own money to get there to be able to help, and that's not often fully understood, that this is a commitment to something that's greater than the two people or the two institutions. This is a global commitment to better health, better relationships in the world. And so you have to look beyond yourself sometimes, even though you've made a great sacrifice. I think those have been the major problems. I think overall we've seen so much benefit, so much joy, so much improvement in patient safety, which is the whole reason for this. And that we've seen relationships grow. Of course, people separate from their institutions, they go, but then relationships still continue even when someone's gone on to another institution. And so that just goes to show you that the mutual respect and commitment to working together exists beyond themselves. This is a great commitment, yes, a great responsibility, but a great joy and a great benefit as well. And don't even have a second thought about it. Thank you.